Hello, future criminologists. It's Sam here. And before I begin, I would like to greet all of you a very Merry Christmas and advance Happy New Year. So today I'm actually recording a video specifically for my students. However, I have thought that it will come in handy for you guys, especially for the students who are in their third year or fourth year and are tackling or handling their research subject or who are doing their research as of the moment or will be doing their research or study in the near future. Because today we will conduct a discussion on criminological research 1. And since we are tackling criminological research 1, of course, naata sa pinakasugod or pinakauna. And because nata sa pinakasugod or pinakauna, of course, ato ang itakol ang mga important nga mga terminologies nga atong mga ma-encounter sa kaning subject. Of course, di jud na mawagtang si word nga research. Now, before I dive into its definition, let's first study or learn the etymology of the word research. When we say etymology, this is the study of the origin of the word. So kung moingon taog etymology of the word research, it means ato ang gistadihan or ato ang gitanaw kung asa nagikan ang word nga research. So it says here that the word research came from the old French word chercher, which means to seek or search. So kung maingon day tag chercher, which means seek or search, it means na atay gipangita. Unsa man ato ang gipangita, unsa man atong giimbestigahan. Na atay gipangita or giimbestigahan so that we can gather new information or acquire new knowledge. So kung maingon day tag search, it means to investigate, to observe or spectate for what so that we can gather new ideas or new set of information. But of course, si research na aman siya word nga we have just tackled the word search. So kanidi ay si re, that is a prefix. When we say prefix, these are numbers, words, or letters that comes before another set of words, numbers, or letters. So ang word or ang prefix nga re, it means again. So kung atong isumpay si re og si search, it means to investigate again. But just because it means to investigate again, it doesn't literally mean nga mag-investigate ta og something or study nga kung asa kamao na kaayo ta. It is just an emphasis nga kung asa kinahanglan ta mo conduct og thorough or intensive investigation. When we say thorough, systematic o mas gigpalawom pa nga pag-imbestiga sa usa ka subject or matter or topic para asa so that we can discover new ideas or learn new truths or acquire new knowledge. So kung mingon data og research, it means nga mag-imbestiga ta sa usa ka field, usa ka topic or usa ka butang para asa so that we can gather new information. It can be an old study but it doesn't mean nga atong i-conduct ang same nga study para we can provide the same result. No. It means we are conducting the same study or we are conducting the same research so that we can discover new truths or we can acquire new ideas. For example, kung naay study nga na-conduct way back in 1988 and it's about why crime occurs in the society. Now, as criminology students, you want to understand why crime occurs in the society and you want to conduct this study in 2026. Since we live in different eras, of course, it will provide different results. And through research, pwede nimo mapunan ang kadtong findings sa kadtong nga study. And through research, you have acquired new information that can ultimately help our policies and our laws. Nga naman, pinaagi sa research, we can get new information and pinaagi sa pagkuha o bago nga information, we can provide better solution or better recommendation so that we can live in a better society. Now, let's dive into the definition of the word research. So it says here that research is a process of systematic inquiry that entails collection of data, documentation of critical information, and analysis and interpretation of that data or information in accordance with suitable methodologies set by specific professional fields and academic disciplines. So kung ato siyang sabton, Kanidang research, dili ni siya basa-basa lang, dili ni siya pangutana-pangutana lang. Rather, it is a process in which we need to follow a certain system. Unsa ba nga maninga sistema? Kinahanglan ta mo follow og sistema nga kung asa dili ta pwede maka-provide og resulta dayon pinaagi sa pagbasa lang. We need to collect data or information pinaagi sa asa. Pwede ta mo basa og libro, pwede ta mangutana, pwede ta mo conduct og interview. And once we have collected these data, we need to document these data or information. And if man nataog document ani nga information, of course, we need to analyze ato ang sabton ang katong atong mga nakolekta nga data or information. And after nato na-analyze, ato dayon siyang i-interpret in our own understanding. And of course, research is done in different fields. So kung unsa man nga methods ang isat sa usa ka professional field mo na siya nga method ang kinahanglan nato sundon. So just because the people in medical field are following a certain method, it doesn't mean that we will adapt the method that they're following. Why? Because we are in the field of criminology, so we have to follow the method that our academic institution or our professional field has set. So to put it simply, kanidang research is not just about asking questions. It's not just about reading books or literary works. It's about collecting these information by asking questions and through reading or conducting interviews. And once we have collected these information, we need to document them so that we can provide some proofs or evidence sa ato ang study. And once we have documented them, we need to analyze them para ato asiyang masabtan pag-ayo. And once we have understood them, we need to interpret them in our own understanding so that it will also be easy for people to understand, especially for those readers nga wala sa ato ang field. Now, moving forward, let's talk about criminological research. Now, criminological research focuses on issues related to the causes and consequences of crime, delinquency, and victimization, as well as the operation of the criminal justice system with an emphasis on police, courts, and corrections, and also the prosecution pillar. So, ang criminological research di ay, dili na siya ingon nga pangutana-pangutana lang nga nganong naay krimen, nganong naay mga tawo nga nabiktima, unsa man ang kaning trabaho sa ato ang government, unsa may trabaho sa atong kapulisan. Rather, it is very broad. It is a type of study that aims to understand why people commit crimes. Unsa man ang rason nganong naay krimen diri sa ato ang society. Unsa man ang possible nga effect dito sa ato ang mga victims ug unsa man ang mga process or policies nga gi-follow or gi-implement sa atong kapulisan, sa atong korte ug sa atong mga correctional institutions. So to put it simply, criminological research is basically the type of research that tries to understand crime and how the whole criminal justice system responds to it. From catching people or let's say pag-aresto sa kaning mga kriminal to deciding guilt or providing verdicts, which means to understand the process of our court, and in the provision of punishment or rehabilitation, which means to understand the process or work of our correctional pillar. Now, moving forward, not criminology, research is important in the field of criminology because uh, it aims for the development of criminal justice decision making. Through well designed and implemented research, we can better explore the impact of policies, programs, and daily practices. So pinaagi sa research, maka-provide ta og mga recommendation nga kung asa pwede ta makahatag og solution sa mga existing nga mga problema diri sa ato ang komunidad. So, for example, we will conduct a research understanding why crimes occur despite na atay mga security measures such as our police visibility, na pa mga security guards sa mga private establishments, na pa mga CCTV. And once we have conducted this research and we have understood the underlying factors behind the reason why people still commit crimes despite the security measures implemented, then we can provide better recommendations so that we can strengthen our security measures. So again, research is important in the field of criminology because it will help us decide better or think better or provide better ideas or provide better solutions to the existing problems in our society. So when research is done carefully, we can check if ang atong existing mga balaod or atong mga policies if they're actually working. Like, for example, if we want to conduct a study on the war on drugs and we want to know if it was effective. So, through research, we can learn more about that. And if we find out if it provided a better result or bad result, then we can provide a recommendation. And we can also see if some programs implemented by our government or our law enforcement agencies help reduce crimes. And we can also understand the effects of everyday practices in the criminal justice system. So to put it simply, research gives the facts that guides us to make smarter choices in the criminal justice system. So, ang kanidiang criminological research is important, especially in our society, because it helps us understand why crime occurs in our society. It helps us understand the effects of crimes sa ato ang mga victims and sa ato ang society. And it also helps us understand the process of our criminal justice system. And by understanding the process behind these pillars or the works of our law enforcement agencies or the work of our courts or our correctional facilities, then we can provide better solutions and therefore live in a better society. Moving forward, let's talk about the most important question. Nganong naay research? I'm sure naa ninyo diri daghan kayo magbagulbol, no? Especially the college students magyaw-yaw nganong na may research. Uy, kinahanglan pa na ang research. Kapoy-kapoy raw ng research, gasto-gasto raman na ang research. But actually, research is important and that's why we will tackle on the purposes of research. So first off, or one of the purpose of research is to serve men. So through research, it can provide answers that will help improve our everyday life. Like for example, we want to understand why crimes occur in our community. So through research, ato ang mahibaw-an unsa ang rason nganong naay krimen nga nahitabo sa kung asa ta nagpuyo, naa ba ni mga underlying factors such as poverty? Can it be drugs? Or is it because of peer pressure? Or is it because of societal pressure and so on? And by understanding these factors, we can provide better solution to these problems. And when we provide better solutions, we can provide recommendations so that our government or our LGUs can have better policies or can make better laws within our community and thus help us live in safer communities and therefore improve our everyday life by lessening the commission of crimes. Like, for example, as criminology students, you want to understand why cyberbullying occurs and you just want to study this topic within your institution. And once you have understood the underlying factors behind this topic, you have decided as a group to design a program to help victims of cyberbullying get faster support. So by designing this program, you are already improving the lives of the victims. Moving forward, one purpose of research is to aim for a good life. So it helps our society grow toward fairness, peace, and our own well-being. So pinaagi sa research, we can understand more about our society. We can understand more about the the crimes. We can understand more about the effects of crimes. We can understand more about the laws, the policies implemented by our government or by our policymakers. And by understanding these, we can also provide better solutions if we find that there are some problems in these policies and therefore help us grow toward fairness, peace, and well being. Like, for example, as students, you want to conduct a research on community policing and you want to see if community policing fosters trust among the civilians and the law enforcers. But then you found out that it actually creates a strain between the civilians and the law enforcers. So pag human nimo og himo sa imong study, Then you provided a solution to strengthen the the relationship between the civilians and our law enforcers. And therefore, you have fostered trust and you are making the neighborhood or your community safer and happier nga naman because pinaagi sa imong research you have found out nga naa di ay problema within sa imong komunidad. There's a strain between the civilians and the police mo na maglisod pod ang police og solve og crime nga naman kay di mo cooperate ang civilians. And then you have provided a solution. Okay, mao di ay ni dapat ang approach. So naka-learn ang mga kapulisan nga okay, muni ang ato ang better nga approach so that we can foster trust within the community. And once naka-foster na og trust, then you will live in a safer and happier community. Another purpose of research is it helps us to understand more. It satisfies our curiosity. Like for example, of course, surely naa ninyo diri mangutana nga nung naa may krimen despite na mga kapulisan, na atay mga CCTV, na atay mga security measures, unsa man natong pwede mabuhat to stop crimes. So pinaagi sa research, we can understand more about the underlying factors behind the commission of crimes. And you can also understand what can be the possible solutions to stop crimes. Like for example, as students, you want to understand why is it na mga teenagers or young people who wants to join gangs. And you have discovered that naadi ay family factors or naadi social factors nganong choose sila or naka-decide sila nga mo join og mga gang. And by understanding these factors, you can provide a better solution para ma-divert ang ilahang mga activities or para ma-divert ang ilahang mind so that they can conduct recreational activities instead of joining gangs that can be harmful for them. Or maybe it can also help you understand na kanidi ay mga gangs, it doesn't mean nga mga bad people sila or kanidi ay mga pag-apil-apil o gangs, it doesn't necessarily mean nga mag-commit dayon sila og crimes. Maybe by joining gangs, they can become functional society members kay sa ilahang pag-join sa gangs, mag-conduct sila og community service, magtabang sila sa ilahang neighborhood, or mag-conduct sila og mga feeding programs or unsa nga mga programa nga makahelp sa society. So pinaagi sa research, you will understand more about a certain topic that you want to study on. And by understanding more, it will satisfy your curiosity because you will not have any questions left. Another purpose of research is to improve our judgment. So pinaagi sa research, we can make smarter decisions. And by making smarter decisions, we can provide better solutions. So for example, pinaagi sa research, si judge nag-conduct og research sa rehabilitation programs. And the judge wants to know whether ang kanibang mga rehabilitation programs effective ba ni siya or is it important for the people incriminated na moadto sa prison or will it be more effective kung magkandak lang sila og community service. So it will help us improve our judgment and therefore help us make smarter decisions. Another purpose is that it adds power. So knowledge gives us more ability to act. It means pinaagi sa research we understand more about the underlying causes or factors sa mga problems na ato ang na-experience sa ato ang society. And once we have understood these problems, we can provide better solutions. So for example, ang ato ang kapulisan, they want to understand ngano sa kani nga panahon or kani nga month daghan kaayo og krimen. So na sila bag-o nga tool nga na-acquire and then pinaagi sa ilahang research, ilahan na predict kung asa ang hotspot sa mga krimen, kano sa ang month nga daghan og krimen, or asa nga lugar ang daghan og krimen, and so on. So it adds power. It gives us more ability to act beforehand or before crime occurs. Another reason or purpose of research is that it makes our work easier. So it reduces effort and saves time. So for example, You want to understand nganong naa may research, nganong kinahanglan man ta mag-conduct og research. So, by conducting our research as to the reason why we need to conduct our research, it can reduce effort and save time for those students who are asking the same questions. So, it will help their lives easier, not for you, but maybe for the students in the future. So, another example, let's say, ang ato ang kapulisan nag-conduct og research and then they found out nga mao di ay gamay ra ang mo report og krimen tungod kay maglisod sila kay layo di ay ang police station. So through that research, they have decided nga mag-create sila og online reporting system. So pinaagi sa online reporting system, dali na lang nila ma-trace kung asa nga lugar ang naay krimen nga nahitabo ug mas dali na lang pud nila nga mag-prepare og report og mag-trace sa mga kaning na-report nga mga crimes. So, it will make our work or our lives easier. Another purpose of research is it relieves our suffering. It helps solve problems and ease pain. So, let's say, for example, mm, you are students who are asking why research needs to be conducted. So you want to understand. So that is a problem, right? Problema para ninyo nganong kinahanglan mag-conduct og research. So by understanding nganong kinahanglan ta mag-conduct og research, it will help solve your problems and ease pain because you will understand more why we need to conduct the research. Or let's say, for example, you want to understand why there is still drug abuse in your community despite nga na ay rehabilitation center nga duol na ay counseling sa inyong respective mga local government units. And then through research you have found out nga naa di ay mga reason nga nung nag-abuse gihapon ning mga tawhana sa drugs. So pinaagya na maka-provide ka og solution nga oh maybe it's right for our LGU to reach out to these drug abusers instead of the drug abusers reaching out to the LGUs. Maybe it's important to conduct a community intervention or maybe intervention in general sa kaning mga tao nga nag-abuse of drugs. Another example, there's a study on domestic violence intervention that helps victims get better protection and counseling. So it relieves their suffering, na naman, because through research, it can help them get better protection from their abusers, and also you can also provide a better counseling programs for them so that they can become functional members in our society. And lastly, research increase happiness, so it brings more satisfaction in many ways. So it brings satisfaction not just in a way that it helps answer our questions or it helps solve our problems, but it also gives us clarity, especially with the problems that we encounter in our society, or maybe just the general question that we have in mind, or something nga ato ang na-experience every day sa ato ang kinabuhi. So through research we can understand more about that. So let's say, for example, you want to conduct a research on youth programs and you want to learn how they reduce crime and give teens positive outlets. So overall, kaning research, it's not just something that you conduct because it is an academic requirement, but it has its own purpose. It serves man, it helps us to have a good life, it helps us understand more about our community, the behavior of the people, or the causes of crime, the effects of crime, and how we can help victims. It can also help us improve our judgment so that we can make wiser decisions. It adds to our power because it gives us more ability to act beforehand, or it gives us ability to act before crime occurs. And it makes our work easier. It reduces our effort and saves time because we also already understand something through our research. And it relieves our suffering. Why? By providing better solutions to the problems that we encounter in our society. And it increases our happiness because it brings satisfaction in different ways, such as by making our lives better, answering our questions, and providing better policies and programs that will make our society better. Moving forward, one we will tackle on one problem that people often make is that they mistake research with investigation. Some people believe that research and investigation are the same. However, they are highly different. Because when we say research, this is based on human activity, it is intellectual, and it is a type of investigation, and it is aimed at discovering, interpreting, and revising human knowledge on different aspects of the world. It is also an activity that people find information and knowledge with an open attitude by using a scientific method to set up a new fact. And it is a research that is focused on obtaining knowledge often through reading. While investigation is the process of seeking information by questioning into a matter through follow up, study, or formal procedure of discovery, and it is also the act or process of investigating, and it is a careful search or examination in order to discover facts thoroughly and systematically. And it is any type of physical observation where you go outside and search for your answers. Now, to put it simply, when it comes to the purpose and style, si research ug si investigation, lahi kaayo na sila. So this is a common mistake that some people often make. They believe nga si investigation og research pareha ra. But based on these definition, if we look into it, they are very different because kung ano tawag research, it is more about curiosity. It's about asking questions maskin walay problema. And when we say investigation, it's more about solving a problem. So there's a crime that occurred or something went wrong. So you conduct an investigation because we need and want answers. And research, on the other hand, is more big and deep. It explores a variety of topics and it explores wide ideas. Whereas the investigation, it's focused. So it only focuses on one issue or one problem before moving to another issue or problem. So it is focused on solving one clear issue, whereas the research, it explores many topics or ideas. And also, si research, ang question ni research might be vague or open-ended. So it means it does not automatically provide a solution. And in investigation, ang problem must be clearly defined and it should be specific. So for example, sa research, your question will be open-ended. It means that there might be a possibility that you cannot acquire the answer that you expect. But in investigation, ang imuhang question should always have a specific solution. Now, moving forward, let's talk about the method and action of research. So here, based on definition, in research, there may not be a problem, only interest in answering a question or a query. And a research problem is more rigorous and broader in scope, and the research problem is not necessarily defined specifically. Whereas in investigation, there is always a problem to be solved. And a problem in investigation is always less broad, and the problem to be solved has to be defined specifically and identified definitely. So it means ang research daw, it's about learning and thinking. So it means we conduct a research because we need to acquire new knowledge, or we want to acquire new knowledge, or we want to discover new information or ideas. Ang investigation, it's more on about finding facts and asking questions and following clues so that you can get a clear answer to your problem or to your question. And the research, it uses a scientific method, and it is highly reliant on open-minded thinking. And the investigation, on the other hand, it uses careful steps to examine and find truth, which is true because if ang ato ang police enforcers magconduct og police investigation or criminal investigation, they need to follow a certain system so as not to break laws or so as not to be not to do any mistakes in their actions or in the process of conducting an investigation. Whereas the research, it is more on open minded thinking. So you are free to conduct your research in any way. Although you need to follow a certain system, but kani imuhang research, pwede man ka mangutana, pwede ka mag-record, pwede ka mag-interview, and pwede nimo i-document ang imuhang mga nakuha nga mga information. Whereas sa investigation, there might be some hindrances sa imuhang pagkuha or pag-record or document sa mga information nga imuhang na-acquire, especially during sa investigation process. So sa research, it's more open-ended, and the investigation, it is a careful step of examination. So they need to follow certain policies or rules para lang they will not make any lapses. Another thing, see, research is often done by reading and studying mga mga studies that was conducted before, whereas investigation, it is often done by observing and searching in the real world, which is if we observe is true. Kung magconduct ta og research, ang ato ang research are always reliant on the literary works or kaning mga libro, manuscripts, and mga published nga mga studies nga gikandak sa uban. So we often acquire new information or ideas through reading and studying the studies that has been conducted before. But ang investigation, it is done by observing what is happening in the real world and often done by searching in the real world. So it's done more on physical interaction with the actual case. So ang research is more on the theoretical case, except for kung mag-conduct na ka og applied research or experimental research. Now, another thing, when it comes to the goals and scope, according to this definition, research is intended to solve some kind of problem, but this is not the primary aim. And research is conducted not primarily to solve a problem, but to make a contribution to general knowledge. And research is concerned with broad problem, recurrent phenomena. When we say recurrent phenomena, mo ni siyang kanang mga panghitabo sa ato ang society nga pirmi na hitabo, and wide application through generalization. Whereas in investigation, problem solving does not always involve research. And problem solving is always intended to solve a problem. And problem solving is concerned with a specific problem. And once the problem is solved, that is the end. So to put it simply, no, see, research, it's not always about fixing a problem, but it's about learning and adding to the existing knowledge or information that we have. So let's say, for example, na study nga na-conduct before about drug abuse, and you want to learn more about it. You want to know more about it. So your aim is not to solve drug addiction or drug abuse, but to better understand the behavior of people abusing drugs or the reason why people abuse drugs. Whereas sa investigation, it is always about solving a specific problem, which is true because our law enforcers conduct an investigation so that they can solve crimes, so that they can provide information or evidence or proof as to why the crime occurred or what is the reason why a person committed crime or what is the reason why such crime has been committed. Another thing, see, research, it helps us understand big ideas that may apply to many situations. So again, research is very broad. So pwede na nato siya magamit in every aspect as long as it is within our scope and the limitations. But the investigation, it only focuses on one clear issue. And once na-solve na to nimo nga kaso, na-solve na nimo na problem, then your work is done. And also, see, research, it asks broad questions that might not have one clear answer. And that is true because once you conduct your research, each person will have a different answer, especially if your research is focused on qualitative research or in Imuha method is qualitative, which means you will ask questions and conduct an interview with different subjects. So, of course, they have different experiences, so they will not have one clear answer. But ang investigation, it asks specific questions with one clear goal and steps. So, ang ilahang goal rajud sa investigation is to solve the case that they are handling. And once the case has been solved, then the problem is gone. But see, research, it can be conducted many times. So maybe if you conducted a research about bullying, about cyberbullying, about drug addiction, about, let's say, kaning community policing, a lot of people can conduct the same research and add to the findings that you have known, or the findings that you have published. So research that does not have one clear answer. It can be interpreted in many ways, whereas the investigation, it will require one clear answer, and that is who is the perpetrator, what is the reason why this perpetrator committed the crime, and so on. So to put it simply, si research o si investigation, they are really different, because your research is very broad. And when we say research, you always think about what are the underlying problems, or maybe what are the recurring phenomena that we experience in our society. So it's more of like asking a question, but not exactly expecting sa usa lang ka answer nga ato ang makuha. But the investigation focuses on finding out what happened. So it's always about providing a solution. So also, another addition, your research is more on learning something new to help lots of people. And so investigation, it's more on fixing one problem one at a time. Okay, now naana ta sa exciting part, because we will tackle on the kinds and classification of research. So first off, we have different classification of research, and number one is according to its purpose. So when we say according to its purpose, this means nganong ato amang gikonduct ang research, or why do we have to do such research? Is it to solve a problem, understand something for the better, or is it to explore a new idea? So, one example of a type of research in according to its purpose is the predictive or prognostic research. According to definition, it has the purpose of determining the future operation of the variables under investigation with the aim of controlling or redirecting such for the better. When we say variables, these are the information or data that we have acquired. Okay. So when we say prognostic or predictive research, its purpose is to guess kung unsa ang possible nga mahitabo in the future or in the near future base sa mga patterns o data nga ato ang nakuha. And the plan for prognostic or predictive research is to plan ahead of time or change things for the better. So let's say, for example, you conducted a study that predicts crime trends within city of Naga Cebu for the next 5 years, so that ang ato ang kapulisan within sa city of Naga Cebu can prepare and prevent the upcoming problems. So pinaagi sa imuhang research, pwede kayo ka makatabang sa atong kapulisan. And when we say predictive or prognostic research, again, it is a type of research nga kung asa ato ang gistadihan ang data nga ato ang gi-collect para makibawta unsa ang possible nga mahitabo in the future or in the near future. Another type of research is the directive research. According to definition, it determines what should be done based on the findings that is done to remedy an unsatisfactory condition if there is any. So this suggests what action should be taken. So for example, the directive research, it tells us kung unsa ang action nga kinahanglan nato buhaton base sa findings sa ato ang study nga gikonduct. Ang ato ang goal sa directive research is to fix problems or to improve our situation. So let's say, for example, ang CR sa inyong eskwelahan is not good. So you conducted a research if the students are satisfied with the bathroom that you have or the comfort room that you have within your institution, and then you found out that it is a big problem that a lot of students have complained about, so you can provide a suggestion nga, okay, this is what the institution should do. So it means when you conduct a directive research, you want to fix a problem or you want to improve your situation. Another example, let's say, you conducted a study that shows theft is rising in certain areas. Let's say, um, dako siya nga problema within sa sentro or sa kaning cities of Naga Cebu. I don't know the Bisaya sa center sa kaning city. So, base sa imong research mo na imong nakit-an nga daghan kaayong krimen sa panahon sa December sa City of Naga, Cebu. So, ang imuhang gibuhat is nagsuggest ka kung unsa ang angay buhaton sa atong kapulisan sa City of Naga, Cebu. And you suggested that they should increase patrols there or they should increase police visibility there. Okay, just take note, just a disclaimer, okay? This is not real. This is just for explanation. So para basin mo na ang thought sa uban ha. So this is just for explanation and academic purposes. So this is not actually real or this is not based on real life situation. Another example of research according to purpose is the illuminative research. So the illuminative research is concerned with the interaction of the components. When we say components, mo ni siya ang what makes up a variable. So is it theft, robbery, and the variable. So, mo ni siya ang general topic nga imuhang gistudihan or ang imuhang gusto i-change. So, mo ni siya ang imuhang main topic. So, components, mo ni siya ang kaning naa nagpaluyo sa imuhang topic or sa data or sa information nga gusto nimo i-gather. Okay, so let's say this is crime rate. So, that's the variable. And then the components, unsay ubos, mga branches niya. So, what are the crimes that occurs within that city? So, is it theft? Is it robbery? Is it rape? Is it so on? Okay? So, being investigated. As for example, it is the interaction of the components of and aims to show the connection among these components. So this shows how things are connected. But to put it simply, no, when we say illuminative research, it looks at the parts of a big topic and shows how they connect to each other. So imuhang tan-aw kung unsa man to ang mga components or mga lain-lain nga party sa usa ka dako nga topic or sa main topic, and you want to see how they are connected to each other. And your goal when you conduct an illuminative research is to understand relationships between causes and effects. So let's say, for example, you want to study the link between unemployment and juvenile delinquency. So, imohang gistudihan kung why or how joblessness might lead some teens toward crime. So, ang imohang variable is delinquency. And then the components are, it can be unemployment, it can be because they're out of schools, it can be because of peer pressure, it can be because of poverty, and so on. So imuhang tan-awon kung unsa ang relationship ani nga mga factors sa mga batan-on nga mag-commit og crime. Hopefully that is understandable. Another classification of research is research according to goal. So when we say goal, this refers to what your research wants to achieve. Unsa man imong gusto mahitabo after nimo mag-conduct sa imuhang study. Is the goal to describe? It means imuhang narrate or gusto nimo ipasibya kung unsa ang current nga situation sa atong komunidad or sa atong society karon. Is your goal to explain? Gusto nimo ipasabot pa pag-ayo ang usa ka butang sa mga readers, or is it to predict something? So let's say gusto ka mag-share kung unsa ang possible nga mahitabo in the near future, or is it to control something? Let's say for example, um, even though daghan ng tao nga ni surrender or there are many drug surrenderies sa imuhang community, still you can see that there are still a lot of people who are addicted to drugs. So base sa imuhang research nga gi-conduct, you can provide a solution so that you can control drug addiction. So some classification of research according to goal is basic or pure research. So this is done for the development of theories and principles. So it is conducted for the intellectual pleasure of learning or learning. Much of this kind of research has been done in psychology and sociology. So this is done to build theories and knowledge, and this is not for immediate use. So kung mingon data of basic or pure research, dili na siya usa ka idea nga gikuha nato sa uban, but rather it is something that you have thought originally. So mo ni siya ang klase sa research nga imuhang gi-conduct based on your own ideas. And pinaagi sa basic or pure research, you will learn more about something, about a certain topic that you are very interested in. And muni ang klase sa research nga gi-conduct mostly in psychology and sociology or these fields tungod kay it aims to understand certain situations, behavior, and it aims to build theories or new knowledge so that it can be useful in the near future. Let's say, for example, kadtong mga researchers before who conducted a study about the causes of crimes or crime causations. So it's their aim was not to solve crimes right away, but their aim was to understand criminal behavior. So pinaagi sa ilang research nga gikandak mas nakasabot nga no ang mga tao mo commit og crime. So to put it simply, no, kaning basic or pure research, it is a type of research nga ato ang gibuhat just to learn and build knowledge. So it means ato ni siyang gibuhat tungod kay gusto ta mas makat-on pa or because we want to learn or acquire new ideas. And our goal when we conduct a basic or pure research is to create theories and new ideas. But we do not aim to solve a problem right away. Maybe in the near future it will come in handy, especially if there are some problems that might be related to our studies. But its main goal is just to create theories and form new ideas. So let's say, for example, ang imuhang study is you want to understand why people obey laws even when nobody is watching. Your goal is not to apply what you have observed, but to understand human behavior better. So like for example, nga naman sa Japan, maskin wala kaayo sila police visibility, mas less ilahang crime rate. Is it because people are afraid to commit crimes? Is it because people are afraid to get incarcerated? Or is it because people respect their laws? So if we conduct such type of research, then we can apply that type of research in our own country. But it's not for immediate use. It's something that we can use in the near future. Now, moving forward, we have the applied research. So this is the application of the results of pure research. So by that sentence alone, the application of the results of pure research. So naanay nagconduct og research sa usa ka field or topic or study. And you want to test out if kadto ba ang ilahang theories or ideas nga gi-explore is real and it can be applied in the real life setting. So when we say applied research, this is done to test theories in real life and solve practical problems. So let's say, for example, or just to put it simply, no, so ang kanidi ay applied research, magkuha ta og ideas gikan sa basic or pure research and then ato siyang itest sa real life. Ang imuhang goal when you conduct an applied research is to see if theories actually work in practice and if it can be used to solve real life problems or solve real problems. So, of course, it's quite true, no? Because not everything is real in theory. Kay once imo na siyang i-apply in real life setting, maybe there are some things nga dili diha dayon masunod or maybe kadtong mga theory nga ilahang gipang buhat is not really applicable in our real life setting. So let's say for example you conducted a study that tests if community service helps reduce reoffending compared to jail time. So naay mga researchers nga nag-conduct og kaning basic research. Unya base sa ilang research nga gibuhat, niana sila nga kung ang tao daw nga kumbiktado sa usa ka krimen, mas dili sila mukomit og krimen kung mag-serve sila sa ilang sentence through community service. Pero kung mag-serve sila sa ilang sentence sulod sa usa ka correctional facility, ni gawas nila there's a greater chance of them reoffending. Now, gusto ka mo test out kung tinuod ba ni siya. So, imong gibuhat is nagkanda ka og applied research. Ang imong gibuhat, gistadihan to nimo kadtong mga offenders nga ni serve og community service ug imo pong gistadihan ang kadtong mga offenders nga nag-serve sa ilang sentence sulod sa usa ka correctional facility. Unya imong gitan-aw ang ilahang history. So kadtong mga tao ba nga nag-conduct or nag-serve og community service, mas last ba ang ilahang ang ilahang actions towards reoffending, or ang katubang mga tao nga nag-conduct or nag-serve sa ilahang sentence sulod sa usa ka correctional facility, mas last ba ang ilahang commission sa crime, and so on. So kung yung tag-applied research, ato ang gi-apply ang theory nga gi-conduct sa kadtong mga researchers base sa basic or pure research. So nagkuha ta og ideas gikan sa theory sa uban ug ato siyang gi-apply karon pinaagi pod sa pag-study sa mga components, or let's say sa mga variables nga gusto nimo studyhan base sa kung unsa nga field or topic nga imuhang gi-focusan. Hopefully that is understandable. Now, we also have a type of research according to the level of investigation. So when we say level of investigation, tan-aw nimo kung how deep or asa kutob ang imuhang research. So is it looking at the surface level? So nara ba na siya sa basic nga level, or going into details, which is advanced level? When tag basic, imo lang tan-aw ng kaning relationship between two variables, and when you say going into details, imo tan-aw ang history sa usa ka subject or sa usa ka butang. So sa basic level, imo lang tan-aw or mag-compare lang ka og duha ka butang or maybe more. But when you go into details, when we say advanced level, imuhang i-dig deeper, imong tan-aw ang history, unsa man ang mga underlying causes, imuha pong tan-aw ang mga other factors that can be related to your study. Now, an example of type of research according to level of investigation is the exploratory research. So the researcher studies the variables pertinent to a specific situation. So you look into new or unclear topics. So when we say exploratory research, mo ni siya ang klase sa research nga imuhang i-explore ang mga bag-ong ideas or kaning mga topics nga wala kaayo masabtan sa uban, or dili pa kaayo siya thoroughly explained by many people. So ang imuhang goal when you conduct an exploratory research is to look around. You ask questions and see what's going on. And when we don't know yet, or we don't know much about something yet. So ang goal sa exploratory research is just to observe and to provide an information or ideas on topics nga wala pa kaayo mahatagan og sakto nga tubag or sakto nga katubagan. So let's say for example, gusto nimo sabton ngano ang pagduwa sa Mobile Legend might influence ang maka-impluwensya sa attitude sa ato ang mga teenagers sa pag-commit og crime. So that is a type of study nga wala pa na-conduct sa uban, and it is something that is new. But if you conduct that type of study, you are exploring a new idea, you are exploring a new topic in which wala pa matubag sa uban nga researchers or wala pa nabuhatan og new study. Next, we also have descriptive research. So the researcher studies the relationships of the variables. So again, variables, relationships of the variables, unsa man ang or ato siyang gi-compare sa lain or duha ka butang. Okay? So to put it simply, descriptive research from the word describe. So it is a type of research that describes a situation clearly. And when you conduct a descriptive research, your goal is to show what is happening and explain the relationships between two things. So let's say ang imong study is you want to conduct a study about the most common crimes in the city of Naga Cebu in 2025. So you are not there to solve a problem, but rather you are conducting your research to show what is happening, and you are giving a clear picture of the crime patterns that is happening within the city of Naga Cebu. So you're not just solving a problem, or you are not exploring a new idea or topic, but rather you are just explaining or describing what is happening as of the moment, or kung unsa ang mga recurring phenomena sa kana nga panahon. Now, we also have experimental research. So the experimental studies the effects of the variables one each other, or one of each other. So this test cause and effect. So to put it simply, ang kaning experimental research, it tests the cost and effect, asking kung ato ang Kung ato aning usbon ang usa ka butang, unsa may mahitabo sa lain nga butang. So ang imong goal when you conduct an experimental research is to see kung ang duha ba ka variables makaapekto ba sa isig usa. So let's say for example, nagkanda ka og study kung mag-install ta og daghan nga street lights, mo reduce ba siya sa nighttime nga theft or mag-reduce ba siya og nighttime nga crime? Or let's say for example, magkanda ka og study nga kung asa na ay lugar nga ngit-ngit kaayo unya daghang krimen nga nahitabo didto. Pero kung usbon nimo ang usa ka butang, magbutang ka diha og daghan kaayo nga suga, nabay possibility nga ma-reduce ang krimen diha nga lugar. So when we say experimental research, imuhang itest ang cause and effect sa duha ka variables. Kung buhaton ko ni unsay epekto sa usa ka butang or kung usbon ko ni unsay pwede nga possible nga mahitabo sa lain nga butang. Hopefully you understood that one.